Okay, what you're looking at is the impeller that's inside of the washing machine on the bottom of the spinning basket. So to get to this, you have to take this off with a screwdriver. Some slots in here where you stick a screwdriver in. There's one right there. And just pop it off just like that. Next, you need to use a socket wrench to get this bolt out, and then the impeller will come off. Now you just pick this impeller out. It's going to be separate from this other piece, so it pops up just like that. And now what you're looking at here is the hub and the horseshoe clamp that goes inside of it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a screwdriver right here. We're going to pry that plug out. You can see it's in there pretty well. So the easiest way it seemed to grab it was once I got it coming out, to grab it with the pliers and just hit it with this pin. Now on the old pin, you can see there's areas where it's worn, and you can actually see in this area here where it's part of the sprockets on the drive shaft was cutting into one side of the horseshoe pin. You can see the new one doesn't have any impressions on it, but this one did. What that tells me is this clamp slid down on the drive shaft lower where the sprockets are, because if it stayed in place where it was supposed to be, there wouldn't be any sprocket marks there. This is a replacement hub, and it goes on top of this one. So what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to take these 6 screws out, and we're going to put the new hub on first. And you can see when I took that last screw out, the tub fell down. Now it's resting on the bottom of the drive shaft, and when we put this back in, we're going to have to, this new hub back in, we're going to have to pick the tub up so that this new hub, we don't strip, it's falling about a 3/8 of an inch further down. So we need to pick the tub up when we put these screws back in, put the new hub in. We need to pick the whole tub up to match the right elevation here. Okay, to remove this lid off of here, there are 3 screws, 2 that hold this on, 1 that holds a little cover plate on. Take those 3 screws out, and you should be able to slide it forward, pick up, and then slide back. So now you have this piece out of the way. We're going to remove this plastic cover that's over the tub. This cover right here. You do so just by getting a screwdriver and popping these little clips out all the way around, and this comes off. There's about 8 of them, so you just get all those off, and that's out the way. And now what I can do is, since the horseshoe clamp is off already, I can take the whole spinning basket, pick it up out of the tub itself. Get a close-up of what's left in there. And this is black rubber gasket. Here's the seal for this bottom tub that holds water. Okay. This is the drive shaft, outer drive shaft that comes up, and there's a groove right here. And that's where the horseshoe clamp, when it goes through the drive body, it sits in that groove right there. So, again, remember I talked about we're going to put this on the shaft, and then the horseshoe clamp, the right elevation, is going to sit on the shaft like this. That's what's going to hold the, and this screws into the spinning basket, and that's what holds the spinning basket at the right angle, at the right height. Since I have the spinning basket out, if you remember I told you when you put your new hub in, you were going to have to pick up on the basket to raise it to get these screws back in. Well, since I already have it out of the washing machine, it's easier just to put the spinning basket on now. And I don't have to lift it while I'm putting the screws in place. So you just put your new hub in here. It only goes on one way. Right there. Now I can put my screws back in. And then I'll be ready to mount it back into the washing machine, into the tub itself, and put it in place with the horseshoe clamp. Okay, now the new hub is on the machine. We can lift the basket back up and put it into the tub itself. Now with the cover plate and the impeller back in, the horseshoe clamp has been installed with the new sprocket, the new drive shaft hub. We can now put the top back on. And the top's a little bit tricky. You've got to get it pretty much exactly in position. Right there. It went down, now it's on the clamps. And I'll pull it forward, it goes further down, and then push it backward and it locks underneath the clamp. And then to finish off, we're going to return the screws and the cover plate onto the back. These were screws that were taken off in order to get the top off the machine. So you have one screw that goes here, and to take it off you just reverse naturally of this. One there. One here, and there's a cover plate. It hooks here and here, and it comes over on this side. So that's it. This machine's ready to give a test run.